one say model making? Hello, spaghetti boy.
Yeah, I'm working on. I'm just starting with a base right now, but I've got to get the pants that I want to fit. I
Nice.
have to do some weight painting for it, but
Don't mention that word, please.
I'm not looking forward to it, especially with these shorts. But I know I want to use these shorts because I've seen them a few times. But just making sure I've got it all right there.
Here I
Pen.
am trying to figure out how to make a texture look more dark skinned.
I had to make it darker.
It's not as simple as just making it darker, my man.
Can you just do a hue shift in like Photoshop or something?
I'm in GIMP. I'm doing No, 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 no. Even a hue shift doesn't really help. But I did find other ways, such as turning the layer where the skin is into a multiply type
Yep.
instead of a normal.
Or try
And then
using like a matte
while
cap.
in GIMP, and then a what?
A
Matte
matte.
cap? No, 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 no.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no. In GIMP, it's really nice. You can. Oh, I'm sure in Photoshop you can do the same as well. Essentially, you split it into you get two layers. One layer has the skin on it. The other layer has is just a background color.
Mm.
And you just turn the layer. Just make sure that the layer with the skin is on top, and you turn that into a multiply type instead of or the layer mode or the blend mode. It's called, I think. Yeah, blend mode is called multiply instead of normal.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it kind of really nicely works, I guess, so to speak.
Why are these? Oh, probably because this doesn't have a texture. It does, and it's not a texture. Okay. Just gonna grab something to use. I just need a black. Why do I not have a plain black? Close enough. And then is this shadeless? No. There we go. Just so I can see what I'm doing. How do I want to actually sculpt this? This is going to be a pain, I can already see it. I think they need to be on like some extreme angle like that. Roll with that, I think, for the moment. Yeah, okay. That's roughly where I want that. That's got to be brought up a heap. Just trying not to deform these too much because I like the way they're shaped, but I can see myself doing this a few times. Oh, wait a second. They're on backwards. These shots are backwards. I'm looking at it, I'm going, it doesn't quite look right, and I can't pick out why it doesn't fucking look right. The opening for them's like on the other side. Hang on. Yeah, that's why they don't look like they were fitting anything like they should be. Okay. That already looks a lot better. Okay. It's hard when you don't have a texture on anything. And yeah, now I've just got to reshape it a bit more for the butt, which is better.
Yo, spaghetti boy.
Yeah.
Look at Vrchat. Which one looks better? A more actual darker skin tone or a more tan skin tone?
I think the first one looks a lot better. It looks less Donald Trump.
Right,
That is a comparison of skin tone apparently for tanned.
Okay.
Someone told me that the other day and I was just like, yeah, I get what you mean now, it's less orange, okay.
Yeah, I was also aiming, looking more towards that one. Turned out better.
Okay, pull the front in a little bit. This is the thing, I can't sculpt well enough to do my own stuff from scratch like this, but that's why I have to fit instead.
Fit or fit out. Oh my, that seems like a very fancy tool.
What's that? What I just did?
Yeah, what you're doing right now, it's like you're using fucking grab sculpt tool, but you're doing it on on individual.
So, because I can't sculpt, I do it this way, and it's basically you're turning this on down here, pressing G, and that like is your area of influence of like how much you're actually pulling around.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then I just use like the C tool to highlight the area that I want to work with. Obviously, you're going.
Just complaining about how quiet I am. I'm sorry, Yuna.
Oh, hang on, I can turn you up a little bit. I didn't realize you were so quiet. I'd probably have it turned down a little bit because the game was so loud that I was playing last time. Yeah, I do. Hang on. There we go. Now you'll be like twice as loud.
KO.
I'll probably need to turn the music down a little bit though. Oh, that's right. It's the Groove Bot. I forgot. I wanted some lo-fi when I was doing this sort of stuff, but. And hey, cat.
Cat?
Yeah, Cat's in the stream as well. I just looked across and seen and
I
Keone.
see.
And welcome back, Yoon. Now I can't hear the groove bot. Hey, maybe I have to turn it up on my end, or is it just fucking quiet in general? That's better. Have to pull the whole front end a bit. That strap's not even attached down there. Okay. So I'm gonna have to do some tidying of this as well.
Colorize. Hue, saturation, chroma. God bless.
What do you mean I'm stealing, Cat? I'm confused. These were just clothes, I'm just fitting them. I actually had to buy this one, believe it or not. I was a little bit let down, it didn't come pre-weighted. I need to push that in. About there. There we go.
Oh, I see. Those things were also part of it. Thought.
Did it click? Damn S bag. Did it click spag? You can see the head now. Yeah, I understand that it's difficult, Ian. It's trying to still retain the shape of it without distorting it too much. It's just fiddly. It's not so much that's difficult, but. Oh, I should have that thing so people can see what buttons I'm pressing turned on. Screencast, there it is. Oh my god, it's so tiny down the middle. This is why I need to get my other monitor set up. I wonder if there's a way. I don't know if there is. Because I can't increase the size of it, can I? Oh yeah, I can. Text, okay, let's like go 60 by 60. Yeah, that's better. 80 by 80. Okay, apparently that's the biggest you can select. Does it show everything? Mouse, left click, display. Okay. I need to move my or pop it out. I don't remember how to do it. How the hell do I do this? Edit your stream title description. Chat settings. Chat disable. There used to be a way you could pop your chat out on the Streamlabs, I thought. Oh, it's not on Streamlabs. That means I have to go to the actual website, I think. Create a dashboard. Oh yeah, there's my chat there. And pop out, there we go. That's just annoying because it's like right across the other side of the screen. Whereas I can just glance across to the right now. Alright, it's better. This isn't showing what I'm actually doing over here, I don't know why. Screen capture. Oh. Oh, that didn't stay hidden. Okay. this way. Make it a bit easier. Okay. There we go. This is very time consuming. I can see a hole in the body, what the fuck? There we go. Yeah, okay, Ian. Thanks for having a look. I don't even know if this is gonna wait properly.
Hey, mozzarella.
Hmm?
Mozzarella, John.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mods.
I know.
Hey, Mods.
Hello.
Hey, yo.
I can finally get to avatar making because finally that fucking bitch is out.
What?
Somebody from the government is hired basically to help me get around cleaning, figuring out my mental state. But she keeps touching everything, and I have to be nice because if I don't, it seems like I'm trying to murder her.
Oof.
So I have to say, yeah, that's fine, touch it. But she touches my cables.
Okay. Just so you know, I am streaming.
Yeah, I know.
That's alright. Just making
But
sure.
nobody knows who I am really, so.
Fair enough.
Yay. So how's the avatar creation going?
I'm fitting shorts. I absolutely hate it.
I myself am gonna focus primarily on
Ian is apparently
What the
touching you,
fuck?
Morts, because you hate being touched.
What?
Dun, dun, dun. You like that in VR chat though?
I like headpats, yes.
Yeah. It's interesting though, I think headpats are in a league of their own, so.
I mean, I also like cuddles in VR chat, but in real life, I don't like people touchy. Not touchy, but more.
Oh, I see a hole in the butt. Yeah, I'm roughly happy with that side. I'll straighten that up towards the end. And we'll get the bottom fitted. God, I don't want half cooch sticking out. Jesus Christ. Oh, Ian, you're up. Wait, are you a mod? I don't think she is anymore. That means I have to do it. God damn it.
Haha.
Oh, how do I do it? Can I not do it on here? Thought I could.
What are you attempting to do?
One of those like follower bots. I can't actually remember how I'm supposed to do this.
Shrink wrap, maybe? That follows the skin.
There we go. Fine, Ian. Have your way. I've got to remember how to do this. Community role manager. I'm gonna take that person out of being VIP.
I was looking through characters yesterday for the legs thing, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the character's best boy?
No.
Some of them actually look quite good, and I thought they would actually fit quite well, because they actually have clothes. So you're also ready to kick back, huh, Yuna?
Oof. Okay. There we go. Change it to the left save side. What do you mean? Did that grab piece like right at the front? Yeah, it kind of did. I hate when it does this. Why would you think I'm selecting anything other than the piece right at the front of me? Jesus Christ, Blender.
Also, that's some very, very tight shorts you're making.
Tighter the better.
I don't think so.
Nah, it's not really. I was just mucking around.
So
I
when are you
do
gonna get
want
around-
them on skin level though, but I need to grab that.
So when are you gonna get around to the you know?
The fully
Halloween.
render. That's just coming on a texture. I'm not gonna like do anything
Oh
like
no, I
that.
said meant Halloween stuff.
Oh yeah, I am gonna do that at one point. Why did that just go fully? Oh yeah, there we go. I can see a hole in here, so that's why I'm gonna go fix that. No, I want this button, and then I want it. No, that's not what I wanted either. Oh, did I do that? Yeah. Shift B.
Did I do that?
And I want to turn the clipping off because it's annoying. Oh, hang on. Start. Put an extra 0 in that. There we go. In fact, fingers are hitting the wrong keys. I will not have any holes in my model, thank you. think
Well,
there's
what about a butthole?
No, it's not a nana-chi-chis.
Oh no, anything but the. Oh, no.
I have to get your attention, Unisys.
After what? Let's get
Unisys,
specs.
I have to get.
Okay, settings, appearance. Click show live dock on outside left. Settings, appearance, show outside dock on the left. It's so much better. Okay, cool. That means I can close that other window down. Thanks, Sienna. Alright, let's do the front on this side now. So that needs to be brought in.
I just noticed something.
Oh, thanks, boss. I appreciate it.
Considering how much I actually use you for help, or I was gonna use you for help.
It's fine. I'm still there to be used. As bad as that sounds.
No, what do you mean bad? It sounds wonderful.
Colors, hue saturation.
She hasn't got the butt to fill it out. Oh, I've got a lot to bring that in by. Okay. Is that base? It's the one that I edited, yeah.
The hell?
The one that I fixed all up in. Yay, she says. I don't distinctly remember saying to you that you could have it, but... I don't want the bottom. Oh. Sepus, thank you very much for that follow, I appreciate it. Sepus, I can see Sepus. Give it back to me if it's my base. Not much, dude. Just fitting some shorts. Longest time I've ever spent fitting shorts. Extra fiddly shorts. Oh god, I have to bring that right into. Shorts and trousers. Yeah. Been looking for a while watching those shorts. Yeah, we come for the short content, not for the long content. Didn't. I think if I smooth that out, that'll come back in a lot more. I just hope the weighting's gonna be gentle. I'm actually nearly even tempted to take these straps off, to be honest. But I feel like it's half the appeal. I could probably make my own straps. And have them follow a bit better. You know what? Let's do that. Actually, just in case I stuff it up. Oh god, fat finger syndrome. because they're not even joined at the front, so let's work with that. Bring this in a bit closer. Yeah, I like that. That's closer.
Oh, I'm happy that the Best Boy community have it all as one single thing.
Mm.
So there's not a lot of materials. Saving me so much.
Okay.
I mean, okay, not gonna think about it.
Turns out I had 2 extra followers. Oh, nice, Ian. Not too much of an angle. So, does the side get thinner? No, it doesn't. Okay. Okay. Getting there slowly. Actually, I think I need to bring that in a bit more. Cool. And then we're gonna go Alt-M at the center. Strap. Cool, and that actually is more curved than what the other one was. Alright, so let's go from about there. Ten times better, yeah. Folder, thank you very much. Folder, I appreciate it. You didn't even think about doing what I was doing. I mean, to me, it just the straps were gonna be a real pain to try and move anyway. I'm just hoping the waiting's gonna be alright. It's the thing I dread the most. But this is part of avatar creation. You spend fucking an hour on something and then it just doesn't work, so you go, oh well, scrap it and find something else.
Yay.
Woohoo!
Have fun with that, yeah. I kind of want to bring that in a bit more, I think. It's not going to be an issue about the clipping, because what I'll do is the texture, or the mesh I should say, that's going to be clipping through, I'll just put on a separate material. That way we can turn it off. Or you could just delete it, but that's not as fun. Okay, I've got to get the correct angle on this. Okay. A bit low.
Any suggestion on how to model the fucking body of another mesh onto an one?
So what do you mean? Like you're trying to fit some clothes or something onto another one, or you're just trying to attach it?
Oh.
I probably could just mirror the other side. Actually, I haven't stuffed around enough with the mirror modifier to be confident enough with it. I'm used to just sculpting it all by hand cold. It's one of those things that I probably could do it and it just saved me a lot of time, but...
But no, I meant, like this shit here. I gotta make them fit nicely, but...
you probably have to do like what I'm doing with the, proportional editing. You enable that, press G and then scale it down. Any better? Am I only one that can do this sort of stuff? Ah, thanks. Appreciate it.
Mentioned something I could use.
Oh wait, no, because you're in the newer blender, aren't you? You're not in 2.7.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know where it is.
2.7 gang.
I don't know where it is in 2.8. Otherwise, I'd suggest you to turn on the proportional editing, so then you can, like, rather than just grabbing a single vertice, you can actually grab the surrounding connected ones as well and like reshape it. It's the closest thing to sculpting without having to actually sculpt, I guess.
What?
Is it F1 or is it still spacebar in 2.8? I can't remember. You might be able to type in proportional editing and bring it up that way. Am I coming up to around about the same height? I think so. No, I need to go up a little bit higher. Yeah, a little bit higher. Let's do that. And I'll grab these and pull it up. Like that. Proportional editing, I think, is the best tool that I use so far now. I was so happy when I found that out.
I'm gonna find it on the internet.
Yeah, that's actually a good way of doing it. Just Google proportional editing in 2.8 Blender. About that height.
Oh. Let's see. It says O, Alt O, Shift O. Oh.
Oh, to enable it and disable it.
Maybe.
Maybe. Let's get a bit of a curve in these.
Okay, so that's O. So edit mode.
We'll fix up these jagged bits towards the end once I'm happy with the direction of it. I should have kept the old one in so I knew roughly where I wanted to bring it down. It's about there. Well, it's actually going to tuck in behind that, that's good. No, I need to go back a little bit. Control Z. About there. Oh, I want Alt M, not Control M. Center. That's fine. Bring out this little bit. Bring this other one across. Needs to come up a little bit on that side. It's not too bad. I'm actually happy with that. I'll fix up this little chunk here. Oh, someone's crashing and banging. Yeah, that's right. I need to smooth these bits out. I'll fix this bit. So it just needs to come out and up. There we go. And this bit here probably needs to rotate a little bit. It's better. I can just use a smooth tool, but that's okay. Alright. Joyous, that's that done now. I've got to try and hopefully weight it. It would be nice if the automatic weight system would be taking care of it. Let's see if that wants to. Oh, where's my cat's plug in there? I gotta remember how to do this. It's been a while since I've done this. Alright. Nope. It's this way. Nope. Control B. There we go. Automatic weights. Thinking. Probably should have saved it first. Alright. Yeah, okay, so it needs to be fixed up. Oof, okay. What's this side like? Let me grab that. About the same. Alright. I mean, it's grabbed it a bit. Here's the top. Blech. Alright, let's try and do it ourselves. There's another way that I can actually do it as well, and I've got to remember how to do that. Okay. I think there was a modifier to transfer weights, but I've got to remember how to do it.
Transfer weights?
Yeah,
From one place to another?
it's like data transfer, I think is what it was. Something like that.
Oh, I don't do it that way, but yes, it would be data transfer.
Yeah.
But if you want, I can give you my way of weight transferring.
Yeah, but see, it hasn't got any weights to begin with, so that's the only thing I'm thinking.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like I'd actually just copy the weights.
Oh, okay.
It's weight transfer. Thing is,
Yeah.
there is a little bit of a inconsistency. Well, that's a little bit of an annoying thing. So first of all, parented under the armature.
Yeah,
Obviously.
okay, so I think that went correct. Where's its parent gone?
Where is it?
Yeah, that's. I'm just like, what the fuck?
But
let me-
how about you undo? You undo before we reach the point
Oh no,
of
it's still there. It's still there. It's just it didn't parent for some reason. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Just why don't you just go to
I'm bringing it
that
back.
little box?
Okay.
No. Okay. So click on that in the tab on the right side, little box. All right. Parent 2. You just click on that. I think.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
that's the right one. Puts it under.
Armature. No, not bottom.
Oh no, we wanted armature. That's right. Yeah, so it's on the same level. There we go. Mhm.
All right. Nice. Now, it's only one material, right?
Yeah.
Easy to separate and stuff. Okay. So now, you click on. Fuck. You need to select both the body and the shorts. I just don't remember which one was the last thing you need to select.
I think it's the destination in it generally is the last thing you select.
Oh, we can try it either way. I haven't
Yeah.
done this in about a week, and I keep on forgetting every time, and that's why every time I have to do it. So yeah, you select both, then you go to weight painting mode. No. I would just go to the weight paint tool at the bottom right, bottom left.
Yeah.
All right. Now click on weights at the bottom left again. I mean, right next to the weight paint tool.
Assign
Bottom
automatic
left.
from bones.
Transfer weights.
Ah, yeah. I think we had it the wrong
Oh wait,
way around.
I'm looking at the stream. God.
Yeah. Right.
Yo, can you screen share so I can see it at real time instead of
Sure, give me a second.
guess where you are. Let's go.
There you go.
All right. There we go. So now, yeah. Did you click on transfer weights?
Yes, and it went all red, so I think we had it the wrong way around.
Got it the wrong way around. Control Z it.
So we need to go back to here, we need to go body first, and then that.
Okay, weight paint mode.
Oh,
okay.
What's it got? Weights? Has it got weights to something?
Ignore those.
Okay.
We don't care about this. We don't want to know what those are.
Alright, transfer weights.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, no. We're not done yet.
Yep.
Expand the menu on the left a little bit. Like, make it bigger. Yeah. Okay, now scroll down. Source layer.
Yep.
It was source layer. Yeah, click on that. By... Fuck, was it by name or by order? I think it was by name.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it doesn't work, you can always just reset.
Good point. And now there's one thing I remember. Everything. What?
Sorry, I'm just having.
Everything else should be. Once you've done it.
Yeah.
Or maybe it is by order. Fuck. I really don't remember. I think it was the first option. No. Okay. I can undo. I undid the entire weight paint transfer. It's because
weights. Where are we? Transfer weights.
And then the last
by name. Nope, I did that. I selected them in the wrong way. Okay, so that onto that.
And then the last step is because I never learned how to make it parented to the actual armature or to the bones. It won't work until I combine it with the body mesh, and then I manually separate it by material.
Oh, you mean like join all meshes?
Yeah, after you've transferred the weights.
Okay, so then join all meshes. Should that have some weight now to it?
Try moving it?
It's got a little bit. It's better. I can fix that though.
Weight's got transferred basically.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I can work with that. That's better than what it was doing. So.
That's as close as you get to copying weights. Well, basically copies the weight of the closest part of the mesh.
Yeah.
But
That's
for
fine.
complex co-loads, not the best things to use.
Alright, so let's have a look at what it's actually done. Is the music bot stopped or is it just turned down? I'd say it stopped. It was a quick hour.
Can't hear it at all, so I assume it stopped.
I'll put something else on. Oops, that's not what I want to do. And remote commands. Alright, cool. Oh, that's a little bit loud. Let's have a look at what it's actually done. Very minimal. Alright, I want to have a look at what it's actually done to the skin though. So I can look at it comparatively.
Skin shouldn't be changed at all.
Yeah, I was just having a look at where it actually borderlines on the skin. So I might be able to get away with just actually weighting all of that to the... Yeah, that's what I thought, to the actual crutch. It's only... So I've got to grab the top of the straps there and then a little bit of the pants. Top of the pants, okay. So if we look at... Thank you. Oh my god, stop. Thank you. Okay. Oh, it's not too far off. It's just a little bit low. And not as smooth. Mix. Still about there. Something like that. Take a little bit off that. Subtract. Subtract. So I don't think I really need too much, if any, leg weights on there. Where have you come from? Are you just sunk into there?
I'm unsure, Spaghetti Boy. How do I color the rest of it?
What do you mean?
Well, okay, so essentially, I'm done with the hair, body, and eye color and nail color, right?
Yeah.
I like the current combination of achievements. But now comes the annoying part where I have to figure out colors for clothing.
Oh, yeah, okay. See, I always just like... I'm pretty bland like that, but plain black tees with pictures on them, so...
I don't know, plain black, always for me, man. Like, gray, black, and white, maybe a bit of red. It's a great combo, but...
It's just nice because you can do your own imagery and stuff on it then, and it's like pretty much anything goes, so... Oh, I haven't got chat up, so I can't even see if people are saying anything. There we go. Oh, that actually fixed that up. I don't know why that's tearing like that. It's like as if it hasn't joined properly. Yeah, I knew the butt would poke through, but that's fine. It's alright. That's not too bad. Okay. Is that still separate? Yeah. Yeah, I can kind of do the cheats way with the butt. It's going to be a little bit harder, but... Actually... So, red. Alright, that's how they're doing it. And then, like that. Red, that needs to be a little bit more blue. So it's like that sort of thing. Yeah, a bit more like that. Actually, let's give it a little bit of pullback. The front's fine. cool. I think I'm happy with that. How far can it bend down before it starts actually clipping? Oh, actually it doesn't. Okay, it's got a little bit of clipping there, but that's expected. You can't really get that perfect.
Well, probably you could if you spent, you know, a day.
Yeah.
But, like, who the fuck?
Yeah. If you're getting paid like a couple $100 or something for it, I guess you probably would go to that
Sure,
effort,
yeah.
but...
I'll work on par. Working on myself, fuck up.
That's fine. I'm happy with that anyway. Butt jiggles come in next, but that's easy to do. Alright. I've got shorts. Now, I think I have a crop top thing that I wanted to put on it, so... You're scraping, you know, that's such a weird thing to say. Scalping or scraping? Okay.
Well, this is pissing me off. There's one part of the fucking mesh that doesn't want to work with me.
You get that? I've like stopped working on models over stuff like that before. Is it in here?
Modeling. Oh wait, it's because it's fucking separated them into two different legs.
I
Oh,
think...
for fuck's sake.
What one did I want?
What? No, no, why did... My blender just kind of shut down.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the worst.
I didn't have anything to say.
Welcome to Blender Crashes 101.
Fun times, fun time, fun time. Oh yeah.
So I'm off looking at tops, but I see stuff and then I'm like, no, that's too innocent. And then I'm like, no, that's too much. And then there's no perfect balance in between. I wonder if I could... Actually, I want that, but I only want the top half of it, so I'm going to pull the top half off it. Playful had a nice top that I like. Where's my stream folder? Female base. I think it's gone on the other screen. Desktop. Stream. New folder. Top. Alright.
Oh, well.
This one already has weights, which is going to be nice. Okay, I've got to edit that strand. The butts in pieces, beautiful. sarcasm. Oh, hide these armatures. What am I doing? There. Scraping art. Okay, fair enough. Okay, I think that's all that I wanted. You're working with what?
The wrong of the avatars I thought I was gonna split from each other and just take the legs from.
Ah, you're not doing it. Oh. Oh, what? That all wasn't linked? Okay. What? Oh, because I'm deleting the faces, not the vertices. God damn it. Cool.
Yeah, I am working with the wrong one.
There we go.
Is it out? Something I just noticed the top you're working with, and I saw the shorts before.
Yeah, I just edited it.
What are you making?
This is to go on the top of a. I just wanted a crop top type thing, or a boob tube type thing, I guess is what they call it.
So a slut?
No, not trying to make her into a slut. She's gonna have a jacket on over the top of this.
Oh,
but...
okay, that makes it all better.
Did I go to the middle of that? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, that's how I want that. Perfect. Okay. So now, let's actually fit it. I don't need the legs from the other model.
I have a feeling when you're making a model, you just kind of, yeah, maybe I should just stick it bits out this and not the other one.
Like that.
That's a lot of bones.
Yeah, it's to just lay it over the top of each other at the moment. It annoys me that people don't T-pose their models more often. Oh, apparently I didn't merge that back to the chest. Oh well, I'll do that in a minute. So this probably will look really funky. Which one's the shoulders? That one. Oops. Oh, why do people wait that to the armpits? Oh, that's fine. It'll marry up.
Yo, Spaghetti, do you know if there's a way to make it so, fucking, what's it called? Cat's plugin, when I click on fixed model, it doesn't change the name of all the bones. Because it likes renaming them, or at least, like...
Connecting them? Is that what you mean, or...?
No. Basically, if a bone has a dot in it, it just replaces the dot with an underscore instead. Just changes the names.
I don't... not sure. Unless it's under the, what do you call it? Recalculate, flip normals. No, see, I thought it might have been under the show more options with the model options and that. Even under here, it doesn't sort of have anything about clean up the bone hierarchy, deleting any bones that directly. No, that's only deleting it. Doesn't actually connects all bones to the child form. If you have exactly what child bone, yeah. See, because there's stuff you can fiddle around with what it actually changes when you click fix model by hitting that little sprocket, but I don't think you can actually...
Yeah, I'll Google it. Cat's plugin. Don't.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'll just sculpt it back. It's really big over the back. Okay. Actually, I might...
You know what I always find funny? When you're looking through... Sometimes an avatar has weird. Sometimes they don't. Kinda weird. Sometimes they have two sets.
Let's do that, and I'll bring that forward. That'll be fun. Alright. Okay, so some of the bones need to be fixed.
Shiny.
So what are you weighted to? The top. And you're like the breast root bone? Yeah, I thought so. Wait. That's annoying. Okay. Merge. Excuse me. Sorry. Alright. Okay.
Alright, I found a Blender FBX importer
Yeah.
to use instead of cats.
Ah, so it stops doing it.
I just need to remind myself how to fucking install shit. Copy, you can folder where Blender is installed, run Blender. installed? What? Hotel location. I never really installed it. I just got this really nice thing by Cornelia.
Oh, you're just using it on a zip file?
Essentially unzipped. Never installed.
It's one way of doing it. I mean, you don't have to worry about it not installing.
It works, right?
Yeah. Ah, it's too small. Radius. There we go. Alright, straps are fitted a bit better. So if you're dealing with 2.79, I think it's under preferences, and then install add-ons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good old tutorial. He'll tell me.
File user preferences, yeah, in that.
Install add-on from file. D.
Hey, I'm kind of lazy. Thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it, my dude. How have you been? Haven't seen you in a while. Oh, what is this down here that's just floating randomly? It's gone now, whatever it was.
Alright.
Oh, I like
That's
this.
great.
It's got underboob as
I
well.
installed it, but I forgot how to. How do I
Just chilling. I'm good. Just
install?
working on putting some clothes on a model. It hasn't been too bad actually. Like we had a bit of fun waiting earlier, like waiting the clothes to the model. So, oh my god, Ian. Thank you very much for the gifted subs, Ian. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. Oh, poor cat missed out on the gifted subs again. Spaghetti. That's gonna be stuck in my head now. Thank you very much for that, you know. Appreciate it. Now I want to, even though it's a boob tube, I want a little bit of pull in the center. I'm losing my voice. Yeah, that's better. There you go, Cat. You got your gifted sub. No more ads. Oh wait, I gotta be getting close to getting the emote, I think. It's a thought that counts, Cold. Thank you anyway. Alright, so I think I'm going to subdivide the crap out of the top, so then that way it makes it better when I'm trying to do breast weighting. Let's try and even it out as much as possible. I think I need to go back one more. There we go. Subdivide. Yeah, it's fine. What are we doing? Like, oh, actually not too bad. Yeah, we haven't added hair in, which is normally like 30,000 polys anyway, so. Now I'm probably gonna have to re-weight these, but we'll have a look. Oh, it's not too bad. A little bit of side boob clipping, but can be fixed. You don't think Kat's realised it yet? She might have stepped away for a second. What's up, dude? Yeah, so the top needed a little bit more. I don't think the top's outweighted. Oh, it is a little bit. Gonna probably have to pull the side of the top away. Okay. Cool. So take a bit away. You have to put some back, but you've been told, Ian. I'm making it just cause. I don't really have a client, I guess, for it, but I can see stuff there that needs to be fixed. Oh, I don't want to grab the back, I just want to grab that. There we go. The other side's fine, it was just that bit. No, you just laid claim to it, Ian. It's fine now. Okay. Alright, now I'll redo these. Actually, I want to do it on both. We spoke before work. Did we? I didn't think you were claiming it. Ah, see, it's got a light bit on it. Mix. Is making you. Oof. Don't do that, because if it turns out bad, she'll say something like, "What am I, a mess?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I am gonna add the jacket, but I pulled the jacket off one of my other models. Too much. Yep, cool. Alright, should be fine. Yep. A little bit of clipping at the back of the jacket, so I could probably take a little bit there too. Don't mind a little bit, but alright, you. Bless you.
Bless.
And bless you again.
I'm dying.
Aren't we all?
Yes.
Hey, Spaghetti.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
So I got this new material, right?
Yeah.
How do I make it transparent, man? The transparency ain't working. That's my issue.
Transparency in here is like really weird. So, like, even if you turn the transparency on in here and then still play with the alpha, it doesn't look fully transparent, I found. So, but that's the only way.
No, I just had to put the alpha to 0.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. I'm just dumb. For some reason, I forgot. I think. Then again, I also don't see the image. so that's weird as well. Is it having an issue importing the image, perhaps?
Possible. What is it? I have heard of Stranger Things. No. I don't want to do the radius thing on that angle because that's gonna... Okay. Too much. I can't get the angle on this underboob that I desire. Let's go like that. That's better. Oh, I knew it was going to play with the top, god damn it. Oh, when did I play with that? There somewhere, okay. That's fine.
I managed to crash my GIMP.
You managed to crash GIMP?
Yep.
I
I
didn't.
managed to fucking hard crash it.
I didn't know you could crash GIMP. Okay.
Neither did I, but every day we learn something new, eh? Fucking hell.
I don't like that. Why is it being like that? Is it not weighted correctly? And here it is. Maybe I'll just take a little bit off that. Oh, maybe I need to add more. Okay. It feels like too much, but... Yeah, that's way too much. Maybe... Let's go have a look at the body itself. It's not weighted to there.
You know, I'm really good at hard crashing it. Managed to do it 2 times in a row now. In quick succession, it seems. Recover. Oh yeah, sure. I need recovery. God bless.
Oh god, I'm painting the hand. Last thing I want is the hand attached to the breast. While I feel like that would be funny, that's not really what I want. Cool, that should be a lot better now. Let's reset the pose. Excuse me. Okay. That's fine. What are you? I think you're attached to the top. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Why is this image grayscale? What? Since when is that a thing? The fuck?
Is that why it's crashing every couple of seconds?
No, it has nothing to do with that. I think it was just because I'm working with a 4K fucking image.
Oh, okay, it's too much to render. Cool. Wait, what? What happened there? Oh, it's picked up weights down there. Okay, what I'm painting. That's better. That needs to be fixed. Or is that not attached to the breast? Yeah, it is. Ah. Yeah, that's a
Alright,
thing.
there we go. Fixed it.
Could do it that way. Or it might be easier just to do it the other way. Which is just pull that out as fraction. Yeah, just like that. Cool. I just re-weighted these breasts and I just realised I've got to do it again because I haven't put a jacket on it yet. Dang it. Alright.
Yeah, it was in fact broken because of
Grayscale.
grayscale bullshit. Positive.
Alright, I'm gonna grab this jacket. Let's have a look for a face that I want to use. Don't like that. Do, 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 do. Oh, hang on.
This is driving me insane. How do you survive this normally?
It does get very painful. Now the jacket. I gotta find which model I had it on.
To pee for a bit and get myself an energy drink because this is making
World model
That found the,
stream girl.
binder?
Yeah. I think it's this one that had it on it. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Sean Explorer. Let's get a separate blender going. I need to save that too, the progress on that. Import. I'm gonna have to probably bring all the textures in. I don't think I need to, I just want the jacket, so. And the jacket's the one thing without textures, okay. Alright, so delete, hide that, hide the bones, and then delete the rest. Fix. What is going on with some of that? Backface culling. So, and then, like, I don't know whether I want to do this in 3.0 or 2.0. Yeah, it's all I need out of that. File. I'll make sure it's all joined. Save as. Welcome back, you know. I sent you a message too, Ian. I don't know if you got it. You know, here make you. If I gotta make it like that one that Una wants, it's like, I gotta make her a lot more small and stocky and curvy, but I can do that at the end anyway. Alright, that's around about where I want that to sit. Oh, it's off center a little bit, that's weird. Also, cat? What's also? Oh, really? That sucks. That's what I hate about that. Oh, you can make your own now, Cat. You've gotten good at it. That's roughly where I want that. Thanks, Ian. Applies, I suppose. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, the back can probably be tilted back a little bit. Yeah. Alright, time to do some fitting. Start with the back. Back's not too bad, actually. Alright, cool. That needs to be pulled right out. Okay, cool. I don't know if this is really interesting to people to watch how this is all done, but... Ah, woo! I knew you would think it was being too quiet, Cat. Why did you make me do this? Oh, I think I need to find something else. Let's go with that. It's a little bit more upbeat. Ah, damn. Ah. So much for being electro swing. That's better. Maybe that's a sleeve, a little bit of a gap. I could technically delete the straps, to be honest. But then again, if I make the jacket toggleable, it'd kind of look better with the straps, I think. Do I want to make the jacket shorter? I think I do. She would have a boob tube. Yeah, she would. I think I might make the jacket a bit shorter. I think it's a little bit long. Let's have a look at the weight paints first, I think. I don't like tinkering if it's going to screw things too much. Yeah, I thought that much. I could pull it up. Let's go like that. I think that looks a little bit better shorter. I feel like there's a lot of acreage though in here. I know it's a loose style fitting jacket, but let's pull that in like that. I think that's better. Looks good short. Just a tiny bit up. Yeah. I think rather than having it hang right over the back, yeah, it looks a lot better. And I think having that little bit, I might do a little bit more of a pull in the back there, because I think it just needs that to smooth it out. I'm going to change, like, don't pay too much attention to the textures that are already on there, guys, because I'm going to change them up a bit, but they're just more placeholders for the moment. Thanks, Mr. Orange. Appreciate the compliment. I'm going to fix this color at the back, it looks weird. What the hell's going on here? That should be up like that and pulled in. It's bugging me. I still don't like it. Yeah, like that. Yeah, again, it should hang down a little bit on one side. Because it is kind of loose, isn't it? So I suppose it should have a little bit of pull down the back. Probably out a little bit. Like a shoulder. Which you did, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have the jacket so it's actually toggable, but I suppose I could actually, let's take it a little bit further. Show a bit of a shoulder or something. I want that button. Kind of want to offset it a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was better with it pulled back. I'm being pedantic about it now. I think I'll come back to it because I've got a collar that I want to put on her as well, little cat bell thing, but. Change it back, yeah. Let's pull that out a bit. I need to double check the weighting, actually. That's the other thing I thought about. What color? I have a better, like, purple, like a deeper purple that I'm going to put over that, and these won't be visible. I'll probably take those out because I don't like the rainbow on it. I've got more of a matte black for that, and I'll maybe change the top to a red. I think maybe like a dark crimson red. And I'm gonna make the buckle pop as well, so. Alright. Oh, I spotted something. Okay, let's check the weighting, because I'll probably have to do some work there with that. Oh, didn't get it. There it is. Alright. Okay. It's fine. Yeah. Okay, that's alright. Could technically be sneaky about the skin underneath, but kicking up. Yeah, I guess. Have I got that separated? I do. Okay. Let's mix this in. I'm getting picky about this. Oh, whoops, I didn't have that turned on. Okay.
Spaghetti, I gotta go help a friend with programming, so I'll
All
see
right.
you later.
Thanks very much for your help. I'll talk to you later. Okay, arms better. I just need to give this a bit more strength. So it doesn't fold in on itself as much. What does weighting actually do? So basically think about weighting as like muscles on a bone. So you've also got the bone structure of the object there. So the stronger the, like, is in the more red, it is the more influence that bone has over that proportion of the body. Obviously it goes from red, yellow, green, blue, and then to dark blue. So you tend to, like you can see that one, it sort of overlays a bit between the two when it wants to show up. Like that, which then sort of creates your movement. It's like when you look at your arm and you actually fold your arm upwards, you can see like the skin in that moves and bends around the joint. Whereas it stays solid in the middle of your arm. Like between obviously your forearm and your upper arm. But that's basically what you're doing from a from a model creation perspective, I guess is a better way of saying it. So what I'm doing there is I'm creating more or less an artificial bone, which is your shoulder blade, because we don't really have a lot of movement in our shoulder in terms of muscle movement, but with representative on our outside body. So yeah, that didn't really, needs less down there at the front. There we go, that's good enough. Because your shoulder blade only bends to about there, and then I think it's the rest of your arm that bends after that. Yeah. Okay, so now I've got to do something similar on the other side. Yeah. See, yeah, obviously the stronger the temp, the more influence it has. Okay. So there's a little bit of clipping under there. It's actually not too bad comparatively to the other one. Bit of a strap. You won't bend your arms back like that though. There's a little bit in there, but here's the back. Back's fine. That arm's actually okay. Weirdly. What's it like bending? Okay, so it's got a little bit too much upper. What am I doing? Weight painting. Yeah, I just need to take a little bit off the top. And that's just because I shortened it a little bit that I need to do that, I think. That's fine, I expected that. I think I'm going to need to put a little bit in that, but we'll just wait on that. That's better. Alright, cool. I'm happy with that. I'll do some boots. I've got some lined up that I want to put on it too. Which I think I actually downloaded them already, I'm not sure. Let me have a look. Shirts, jackets. I think it's these. Where are we? Top. You know what you're saving your points up for. Oh god, okay. That's worrisome. And how are you, Violet, by the way? So boots. Oh god, I haven't actually tried these boots yet, so I don't even know if they're going to be any good or not, but we'll have a look. Oh, I didn't actually test out the breast. I've got to fix that up. Which ones are mine? So these angled ones are my breasts. Let me grab that bone. There we go. God, I hate trying to select these bones sometimes. There we go. No, that's good to hear anyway. Like, good to hear that you're physically getting better, obviously. But yeah, mental issues can always be a big thing. Just try and find that safe space to escape to, I guess is probably the best thing. I knew I'd have to weight paint that better. Okay. Urgh. Okay, more weight painting. Ugh. Let's just have a look at the... Yeah, okay. So I need to give it some chest. Oh, whoa. There you go, Ian. Okay, so... let me click the bone. There we go. Alright, so I need to give this some tools, mix. It's got a little bit of strength, so just a little bit like that. Should be more than enough. Take a little bit off that one, looks a little bit too much. There. That should be fine. Are you trying to make me a woo for? You get it on demand anyway, Ian. Alright, let's have a look at that. That's better. I think I could do better again, but we haven't actually even looked at how these are weighted. Okay. Yeah, so you could use a bit more. Hey, you what do you mean, Ian? Just because you have so many points? Oh, I can see some stuff in there that shouldn't be weighted to that one. Yeah, there we go. Fair enough. Actually, a way that I could get these to move a lot better would be to go like this. Let's subdivide it so it gets a lot more movement. Try and roughly get it even. The shirt's not really, or jacket's not really that great, but okay. Actually, Oh, woo! You happy? Oof. I suppose I owe you for all the subs anyway. Yeah, okay, so it needs more influence. Yeah, like that. Oh, whoops, I didn't realize transparency was on. Maybe I need to subtract off that one. Too strong. Or we just go like this. Ooh. There we go. Okay, let's move it another direction. Up seems okay. Looks like I need to pull up a bit there. A little bit more. Perfect. Up is fine. Wait, what? Okay, I need to do something over there. Let's go like this. Back a bit further. Yep. And over here needs some weight painting stuff done. No, it needs more. Mix. So simulated booby jiggles. Okay. Seems alright. Seems fine. Seems fine. Seems okay. There's a little bit going in that way. So is that one? I think it is. Yeah. Oh, yep. Too much there. I gotta think. It's bad here. Perfect. Alright, that's that. Now I gotta do the boots. Weight painting done for there. We'll have to do the butt physics, but that's gonna be a lot easier. Did I save the boots in the streaming folder? Yeah, I did. Boots, metal boots. Oh my god, they're huge. Why are they so big? And they're not weighted. Great. That mightn't be too hard to do. Yeah, these are the boots I want. They, absolutely massive, though, which is a big oof. That's shrink that down. Still too big. Okay, that's a lot better. Now we need to rotate them. Actually, hang on. Is there bones there? No, it's not. They're very high poly. I'm gonna have to nuke them. Oh god, okay, so my blender doesn't really like them. What are they? Decimate them. 60,000, holy crap, okay. Brings them down to 20,000 and they're still really high detailed, okay. That's better. Yeah, they're looking more like boots. You need some cursed avatar, by the way. Oh my god, you should see the one that I actually used for my Halloween last year. I've got to try and beat it again, but multiple heads and stuff like that. Honestly, if you're trying to make a cursed avatar, if you've never learnt Blender, that's the best time to make a cursed avatar. Your first time attempts on Blender and stuff like that, and model making in general, are the best way to do it. I might actually stream my Halloween model when I get up to making it. I've sort of got a bit more of an idea where I want him to... I'm going to play with like the reflection thing, so he reflects more as a demon in a mirror. Whereas normally he just looks like a normal person, so... Actually, if I bring that back to like that... Oh, too far. Okay. So it stops just before the toes. So it's about there, but I need to bring it back. That's too big. And I think it's about there. Yeah, like that. And that needs to go. Yeah, they need to be a bit wider. No, do they need to be wider? Maybe just positioned a bit better. Like that. Okay. Oh, hey Pico. It took me by surprise. I was like, whose voice is that? Yeah. Oh, you're a bit quieter now. Hang on. What? Yes, yeah, I'm doing shoes. Doing shoes while I'm streaming it, so I thought I might as well.
I would instant fall if I wear shoes like that.
The old heels. Okay.
I don't know how artists go in heels, do you?
And I'll tighten that in a little bit there. There we go. Now I just gotta pull the tops out. Yeah, I definitely think I like those boots, but just gotta fix up the other foot. Just coming along. Oh. There we go, it's a bit there. Rest of it's all actually okay. Alright, so... Oh, you... Damn. Okay, hang on. Okay. I'm gonna have to resize it again, aren't I? I might be able to get away with it though. Ha! I did. Okay. Ah, whoops. Okay. I'm actually okay with that.
That looks natural.
Yeah, I'm actually fine with that. Yeah, I know you don't really bend your knee like that, do you?
Are you sure about that?
Well, when you jump, your knees bend backwards, remember?
Really?
Yeah. You don't, like, you straighten your knee out, or you straighten your leg out, but you never sort of bend it beyond being straight. It's alright, I'm gonna paint these toes in. That looks something like a toe. I'm just gonna make sure I de-paint that heel at the back there. And welcome back, Ina, by the way. Quavum? I think that's how you say it. Thank you very much for the follow, I appreciate it, my dude. Welcome, welcome. And that's fine, I got some toe movement. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Alright, so shoes on. Now I just need to do the face and the hair, and I can see something's happened here. Something's deleted itself. So I'm gonna have to patch that. I want to point between those two. Fixed.
Hold on the jacket.
The jacket.
I can't see.
Alright, so I got Una to send me a face that I wanted on there. I'm gonna shift that into the stream folder.
I hope it's a silly face.
No, why would it be a silly face?
Silly face are fun.
Yeah, but it's not a Halloween model.
Oh,
It's just a model.
but there's a spooky October.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do the Halloween model next stream, I think.
Got extra arms now. Now it's Halloweeny.
And now it's purple because it hasn't got a texture to it.
Yay.
I'm gonna grab a face texture. Textures, no. Textures, face. And I'm just gonna grab any old one for now as a placeholder. Grab that one. Okay, so it's a little bit lighter, and I think that's because this is dark. Yeah.
You know what's a pretty face?
Hmm?
What's a pretty face?
Yeah. That's what I was going for, so. It's almost like a, I think it's almost a Seki face judging by the mouth, but that's fine. Alright, so. I'm happy with that. Let me do a bit of a head bend, make sure there's nothing behaving weird. No, that's fine. It is a Seki face, you think, Ian? That's fine. It just needs a smaller mouth, it means. Okay, let's test out some blend shapes. Okay, the jacket's got blend shapes on it. So, let's fix that. There we go. Happy with that. Huge. Ah, smile, okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's got little fangs. That's cute. It's not really attached correctly, but okay. Alright. And now for the hair, because I think the hair is going to be a big thing. I gotta work out what type of hair I want to put on it. Hair I'm always super picky on, but let me... Alright, so I want the front off this, and I'm gonna push it across the other side. Oops.
What do you wish for?
Huh?
If you could have something you wish for Christmas, what would it be?
What would I wish for Christmas? I wouldn't mind the Track Plus or whatever it is for full body. Like, you know, the extra battery banks and stuff. Alright, so I want this, but I don't want the back. They're like straps for your full body tracking, but they're, you get battery banks built into it. So you get extra battery life. I do too. I'm gonna put it, like I said, I'm gonna put a different back on it. I think I might even take that one off so it's a bit more even. Yeah. I want, like, longer. Must be longer. Yeah. Let me get rid of these bones. Cool. And I'm gonna change the direction of the bangs.
But that means the hair will touch the butt and then the hair will smell like butt.
Does it? To come across that way. Oh, it's not really behaving the way I want it to. Actually, I'm gonna have to use a different front. Yeah, because of the way the weighting's done on it, I'm gonna have to use a different front. Alright. Off to find a different front. Yeah, you can't really flip it that well without having to repaint the whole thing, and I was trying to avoid that.
Why can't you mirror it? That's a possibility.
Yeah, you can't just sort of flip it, Pika.
Why not?
Because they don't make the program that nice. I don't know, you probably do it with the newer one, but I don't think you can do it with the older one. If I can get something similar. Actually, I kind of really like that front. It's different. Even that's nice, actually. I've got 2 I'm going to experiment with. I kind of want the front off this one. Wow, there's no bones? There's no bones in it. Okay, so I'd have to weight the whole thing. No, I don't want that. I'm trying to save myself some time, like finding something that's pre-done. Well, I'm sort of trying to... let me see if I can bring it up. A photo of sort of what it looks like. I am trying... that didn't work. God damn it. Oh, it's tiny though. You can't really see it. It's that sort of style where it half covers the face, but it doesn't really... That photo... The photo was absolutely tiny. Might have to go through the TDA stuff that I've got, which I haven't been through in a long time. Either that, or I'll just do a pass over of my discords and see if there's anything in them. There is glasses. More ears. I think I might use those ears actually. Either or I might have to pull the front off another model that I've got. What am I doing, Ian? I am looking for the hair that I want. I didn't really prepare hair beforehand. I'm just skimming through nitros. Oh, sorry, discords I should say at the moment. Just having a look if anyone had any hair that I wanted. Well, the front of that hair is actually not too bad. Alright, I want the front of this. I've got it. Then it's got to find a back, the long back, which I think I've got somewhere floating around. Alright, sorry guys, in stream. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so I want the front off this. I don't want the braid though. Now, what type of texture does it use? Let's have a look. Looks like a TDA hair. Okay. Yeah, it's TDA. Okay. Okay.
Right now.
Hair front. Hey there.
Hello. Hey, Pecan.
File, append. Hair front, object, body. Okay, I need to narrow it in a little bit.
Spark, do you know if you have any fluff kind of texture thing I can use to cover up the mistakes?
Any what?
Fluff texture shit I can use to cover up these mistakes.
Cloth texture shit.
Fluff mesh.
Oh, you can join meshes together if you've got gaps.
Maybe so, but I feel like I need fluff to fix this. To just overshadow.
Huh. I haven't got any just straight cloth. I normally just grab from somewhere else on the model to fix that sort of stuff.
Also, how did you say in case of gaps?
So you can click the 2 points in the vertices. So, for example, you grab 2 edges that are close, like that. You can see on the screen share. Yeah, so you grab 2 edges like that. Press.
Oh, you mean merge vectors and all that shit? Right?
Well, to cover a gap, like say if that triangle wasn't there and I wanted to cover that, I'd click those 2 points, press E to extrude, gives you a sheet. Okay, and then you can just join, well in this particular case I'd join those 2 points to there, so I just hold shift, click that point, go Alt plus M, and you can merge them to the last point. And that would cover over that, yeah. That's the easiest way. Works for small spots, but...
Yeah. I might have to show you this more than anything.
Oh, okay.
What I mean when I fix my mistakes. Ah, fuck, I'm like... See, this one I've been trying to fix slowly, but... When you look at this like that, badly, it's just... one giant mess! Because I ended up saying, fuck it, I'm just putting them in there. Instead of working around up here.
Oof. Hang on.
And that's why I was just thinking, hop, some goddamn flop around here. Nobody will notice.
So wait, which part? Hang on. The stream wasn't loaded. Oh, you mean the gap? Why don't you just shrink it in and merge the vertices?
I don't know.
Go to edit mode. Highlight the tops. Well, do one leg at a time. Don't do them both at a time. So like press C on your keyboard. I think it is for the highlighting tool. Okay. Yeah. Highlight all the tops of them. And you want to make sure you get all along the top. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to rotate, but I can't do this. Ah! Okay, I know which one.
If you hold shift, you can do more.
Yeah, I know. Like this?
Yeah, you want to make sure that you get as much as possible. Okay, bring up your resizing tool.
I have one on?
Yeah, which should be... It's the one that's like a little cube on a stick out of the 3 tools. I'm trying to remember how you find them. I think it's up... see where your compass tool is, where your X, Y, and Z is. Yeah, just to the right of that, there's like a little blue arrow. It looks like a bow and arrow. Yeah, click the little down arrow next to it. I think that gives you your resize tool. Sit, move, scale. There, you want the scale one. Oh. Yeah. I think you can just press S on your keyboard too, I think. Yeah, there you go. So grab it in the center. And then you want to pull it so that they pull inwards a bit. So that's outwards. Well, even if you pull it so they're inside the legs, that'll, it's so touchy, holy hell. It'll look better, but...
Oh my god, this is very touchy. Go out here.
It'll take a little bit to tweaking around, but you just eventually pull it so they're in the skin a little bit, and then when you've joined the 2 meshes together, you can do Alt+M to merge the meshes.
In that case, I should mostly have gone from Alt to longer down.
Yeah. This probably needs to come out from the face a little bit. Yeah, I like that.
I think it might have been this big.
I've got hair going through it, so maybe I need to make it wider. Like that. I think that's nice. I like that. I think that's cute, actually.
I'm so glad I'm too stupid to understand this.
Oh, Pika. Oh, I didn't apply the rest pose. Oof. Apply rest pose. Now merge.
I'm even dumber. I even used like a Chinese older program instead of Blender. I understand more of the Chinese one than this.
Why don't you just learn it then? I know nothing of this program. I keep learning every day.
I remember that old PMX builder program that you're talking about.
Yeah. I used that on a school computer just to fucking I didn't want to pay attention in marketing classes, so I was like, I'm gonna do my own shit. You can just yell at me if you want, but I am gonna do this and make 2 MMD videos on my shitty laptop.
Ooh, I wonder what the bones are like in that. That's actually kind of cute, but it won't go with that style that I've got. Now, there was a long straight back that I seen. Actually, I could probably pull it off that other hair. The first one that I had. That I didn't want the front for. Import. What did I do with it? Two download folders. Here it is. I'll put it back in that folder. Back.
I also have no idea why I'm doing this as a fucking project.
Oof.
Stupid Halloween.
Too busy to learn how to make a server and shit like that and get fucking clients on the fucking domain.
Alright, so I want that back, but I'm gonna make it longer.
It's pretty hard to like do that in a virtual server and with the virtual client, like they're both on my PC and they didn't find each other. How the hell is that possible?
Oof.
And my teacher was like, Google it, Google it, Google it. I need help. I'm too big retard to understand.
I mean, are you learning in a school all of this shit?
Yeah, but they say it's work. Like a job.
Good night, Code. Thanks for tuning in anyway. I'm glad that you were having fun watching. Sorry that it's slowed down a little bit now at this part, but yeah, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it.
And plus our main new teacher's been sick until now.
Cool. The hair's all weighted.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know. We have had this newbie as our teacher. But I kind of prefer the newbie because our main teacher is really loud.
When I get to do my mail one, it'll be a lot easier. I'll try and get everything ready for it prior.
Isn't that because you're used to your mail one?
Nah, mails are a lot easier. There's a lot less waiting. People say that mails are harder, but oh my god, it's so much easier. We don't have to worry about things like breasts and butt physics, so... And male's hair's always short generally, so it's a lot easier too.
Drawing mail, that's the hard part because they're so boxy.
Gonna merge these two.
Okay, I think I need to pull it in friction. Wrong model.
But I hope you can remember what project I was doing.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Do you remember what I talked about while I've been drunk before?
Oh, vaguely.
I'm going with a demon kind of vibe with the animalistic legs.
Yeah,
for Halloween.
demi-human.
Yeah. You can think of it as a chimera without wings.
No, I feel like I want that down lower. Let's play with the vertices that are on top. I feel like it's a bit off center.
find fluff in the original version of this.
Alright, Ian, you're normally the hypocritical person when it comes to these sort of things. What do you reckon? Maybe a little bit thinner. I feel like it's a bit wide. Wah?
What do you mean, huh? Hope you like my British accent right there.
Huh?
What?
Wah? Let me fix the PNG so it's matching colors at least. Other? No. Hair? No, I don't want these hair, so... Textures. Yeah. I just need a white. That's grey. I guess that'll do for the moment. Oh, it's grey at the top though. Let's fix that. Oops. UV. Zoom. That's better. Yeah, what do you think, Ian? Is that alright? I know you don't like white, but we're just looking at the style of the hair. She hasn't given me a response yet. Yeah, question mark. I can't tell if that's yeah, no, it looks good or what. Just alright. I want this cat bell that I seen. Where did I see that?
I got from a friend.
Yeah. That thing's massive.
Model with the like Pikachu and Pokeball and thunder thingy and lots of animations and the sounds. Yes.
Hmm. Oh, okay. See how this actually looks. I suppose it's metallic. That'll do for the second, I guess. At least they actually gave me bones with it this time, I guess.
Ah,
Oh, it looks good. Okay, I did actually get a response from her. Why make your asset so big?
Bigger.
Yeah, because it's only supposed to go around her neck.
It's gonna be a belt.
No, it's a collar.
I wonder why mine is wearing a collar.
A lot of people. I have a spiked one.
Well, are you a pet or not?
Could be.
Yep.
I love how she didn't expect anyone to be like, yeah, well, maybe.
I only have a necklace.
so a valid question is, are you making public avatar one?
This one may not be. I may do a public edit, but I think Ian's trying to claim it at the moment, so.
I don't care, man.
I've been wanting those pants fitted for a while, so now that I've actually got them fitted myself, I'll might do another edit up with something similar.
Will the bell make bell sound?
I might try and put it on there. I've just got to work out what I want to do with it. Yeah, I'm gonna set it up. I might just put it on a gesture for activation of the bell, but okay, I think that's where I want that. I want you to attach to the head bone because the head, most of the neck's weighted to the head. I'll have to have a look at what we're at polys. It's not too bad. Seen worse. So I've got pose mode already active, that's good. Yeah, cool. Oh, okay, because I didn't do that. Before I merged it, I needed to do that.
Alright.
Cool. Welcome back.
Oh, hey, Pika.
Hey, Nemo.
Doing no sleep, buddy.
Ears. Ears. I wanted the little cat ears that I seen.
How long is it?
Probably.
Weren't you really busy, Nemo?
What?
Weren't you really busy?
I fixed my friend's issue with programming. That was the only busy I had.
Okay. Hey, it's my 1 year anniversary.
It's your 1 year anniversary. What for?
That I started dating my boy.
Ah, fair enough.
I just hope he hasn't opened his birthday present yet, or I'm gonna slap him.
If
Right on the bun.
you might want to open it then.
No, he needs to wait on his birthday. And I might not be able to be there on his birthday. That's why I got the gift for him really early.
Mm.
And then I gave it to him when I was visiting him. So that he wouldn't feel left behind or like feel lonely. Or I mean forgotten on his birthday.
Yes.
Guess it's not fun not getting something from a special someone on your day. Everybody deserves something.
Okay, so if I put that there, I need to get these positioned in a way that I can rotate them.
Just like nice, it was pretty late, so
Yeah, rotation, that's right. I forgot that existed.
That should be fine. Ah, they're not centered. That triggers me. Yep, that's how I want that. So, by default, I want them on the head.
I have bubble wrap. No biting stocking now. I have the bubble wrap.
Okay, I think I found a solution where you just cover it up with the board of the same thing. And then I'm just gonna fix them. By deleting some of them and then it should fix.
Just use bubble wrap, Mark. Easy. Bubble wraps. What was that for? Fixes all the issues, yes?
Solves the world problems.
It will solve world peace.
Ah, yes, but of course.
Cool.
There's the only god I know of, Satan. start swimming when I get some money, man. Then I'm gonna swim in the weekend. Or not weekend, weekday. No.
Okay, it's an interesting fix I tried to do.
Mm.
I gotta clean it up a bit later, but I found some of the Okay.
Shouldn't he normally want to do that?
Are you too good for him?
That was many months ago.
I had cute little ears, and I can't work out where I've seen them. Oh, there.
You usually don't like the game I play, and I don't have a lot of games. I could play without you.
Don't you come back no more.
I hope we can play today too, before it gets too late.
Oh, I don't know what to do with these things. I want to remove the original armature and just merge it, but it's part of the chest originally.
Oh,
This fluff. You see where my problem is?
that's right, my ears had flipped themselves.
Oh.
There we go. That was weird. The backface culling on it, like one of the ears had like flipped itself. Actually, I could probably just manually flip that back. I only have to turn this side off. So if I do that, and then I go... Actually, hang on, I just noticed I missed some. There we go. I think that's because they mirrored it and then turned it around. And then W flip normals. Yeah, there we go.
Hey Spaghetti, how do I make it so I can also select faces with the select tool?
Oh,
Instead of just the vertices.
do you mean like how I was highlighting it?
When I'm in edit mode, right?
Yeah.
And if I use, for example, the tool I get when I press C,
Yeah.
make it so I can also just click on the vertices, because I think there was a way where it just, or not a vertice, on the faces it just makes this little square I can click on instead. Okay, I figured it out. Forget about it.
Oh, what was it? I'm trying to think.
It's like that little down at the bottom.
That little thing that
Right
lets
next
you
to
to... Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I can't see it on mine at the moment because I'm not in edit, but... yeah, there's like the three different cubes or something.
That
Yeah.
one. Yeah, that thing. Did I put that in mute check? Or did I not? Okay, I did.
Okay, applies rest. I think that's fine. Might bring it back a little bit. I have no idea what I'm listening to at the moment. It changed very quickly. Okay, I'm kind of happy with that. I'm gonna have to remove doubles, I think, in a minute, but clean it up. Just looking to see if there's anything else I want to check on it. Actually, one of them would probably look nice as a leg piece. Without going overboard, I'll chuck this on. Leg band. I had some optimization stuff that I gotta do. Oh god, they're tiny. I'll put that one. That's fine. What the hell is it doing? There.